Hello everyone. So another thing that I've been doing for my daughter, which I didn't intentionally set out to do but has evolved along the way, is keep, say, what you'd call a journal or diary of how things have been. Not a daily one, but as I was pregnant, it started off, I was just taking notes of what it felt like for me to be pregnant, and I would just say notes of, I explained how I found out that I was pregnant and what it was like in a small town to not want to go and get a pregnancy kit, because then everyone would be like, oh, you're trying, how cute, when we didn't ever need to actually try. We just gave it a go and it happened. In our situation, we were quite lucky. So I wrote all that down and how I found the first trimester and any, I didn't ever have morning sickness. However, I had some other random things throughout my 9-month pregnancy that you don't really necessarily know about that are due to pregnancy. So I would write about that, and then, in the late trimester, about how my husband was going overseas on fly in, fly out, and he'd cut short his initial stay so that he would be home for the birth, and then he wasn't home for the birth, so I wrote about the birth, and then because my mother was the birth partner for me, she wrote her impressions out for me. And then, 4 months into being a mother, I wrote down how I was feeling and what it was like for me and that kind of a thing. So just just basically my thoughts and opinions on what it had been like going through the process of falling pregnant and having a baby, and what it was like and where I was living and how I was coping and that type of thing. So then as she's grown older, every year on her birthday I would write her basically a letter to go in this journal about what she'd achieved that year, what she was up to, what age she was crawling, her first words, and when she started walking. And my husband would also write his impressions of how he'd seen her grow up and change over that past year. And so every year on her birthday, she's getting 2 letters. We throw in the occasional photo and different funny thing that might have happened along the way. And also for starting school, I'll be asking her godparents to write a little note to her saying how important school is and anything that they think she should be aware of and that kind of a thing. And that will go into this book as well. I'll read those ones to her so that she hears it now. And I'm planning on presenting the book to her at a later age, maybe 16. I'm not too sure. We'll see how life pans out. And it'll almost be a biography of her life to that date. And I have to say, I am pleased that I've done this because she wasn't a sleeper and I never got much sleep. I don't actually have many solid memories myself of what her first word was or what age she was when she started walking. I do actually have an idea of that because I do recall we went to Singapore, so that was a marker. Outside of that, though, what actually her first words were, her crawling. She wasn't much of a crawler. She slid around on her back because we had tiled floors. So if I didn't have this sort of journal of everything that was going on with her, I probably wouldn't be so good at being able to tell her later on. And I'm also not that crash hot at keeping the nice ones that you can buy. So this one's a lot, again, unique and custom made and more suited to us and our family than the ones you can buy, because I know that I probably wouldn't remember to fill that out. So this has been my way of doing that, and perhaps it might suit you as well. So that's another idea that you can maybe utilise if it suits you. And I'm really pleased that I've done it, and I'm sure she's going to find it a really fascinating read when she's older as well. So thanks for listening. I hope you found that interesting, and I hope you're having a great day. Till next time. Bye.